tell. Oh, that is. That's 3 of them with the 11.3 gram Frankensteins. The L-Style bullet-shaped flights review starts right now. Look at that. These points are so hard to see. Get in. Yeah, I tell you what, that never gets old. I don't care how many years you've been playing darts, anytime you can hit 3 bulls. I mean, it just doesn't get too much better than that. Unfortunately, the rest of the video, probably downhill from there, from that intro. But what we're going to do in this video, we're going to be taking a close-up look at the L-Style bullets. And this is going to be my setup here going forward, probably for the next couple months, or maybe even longer if I end up liking them. Now, quick kind of odd backstory with these things. I recall buying the L-Style bullets when they first came out. Now, this was back in early 2015. I ended up taking this picture. So as you see there, we got the bullets with the L-Style carbon stems. Really nice setup there. The weird part is I don't ever recall throwing them. I don't know what happened to them because the day after I took that picture, that's what happened to me. So I ended up shattering my left leg in a mountain biking accident. And then obviously that kind of hampered darts going forward for the next 6 months or so after that. But yeah, I don't ever recall playing with these things. And, you know, obviously with this small shaped flight, right up my alley, right? You know, something I would like. So finally, here it is, what, 6 years later? Finally getting around to giving these a real go for the next couple months. And hopefully I'm going to like them. I just threw them there to record the intro there for a couple minutes. Got lucky, hit the 3 bullseyes. Man, they're flying really, really well. So what do you say we just take a close-up look at these things? I'll show you the entire setup, show you how they work, and how you put them together, show you some of the features and benefits. And then after that, we'll go to the board. I'll just throw them for a few random minutes and give you some feedback as I'm throwing them, let you know what I think as of now. And I will be updating you guys in the upcoming months as well. So I guess, man, I'm wicked happy about that intro. Anyway, guys, here we go. Should be a good video. Let's go. Okay, so let me show you what I bought here. And I kept things really simple. So as you see, I went with 2 sets of the L-Style bullet-shaped flights. These things are ridiculously tiny. You guys know that I use a really small flight. And I only went with 2 sets for now because, as you know, I have my darts set up in a way where my flights last me months and months and months. So I figured this would be good enough for now, and we'll test the durability of the L-Style products as we go. But as you see there, they've got this shell lock cutout right there in the bottom of the flight. I'll show you how that works in just a second. Then for the stems, I just kind of went with something random. The length there, 260, that I really don't know what that means, except that the 260 is the equivalent length of an intermediate nylon stem, and they do come included with the shell locks there. So again, I'll show you how those work right now, but close-up look at the stems and flights. Hope this, let me see the, checking the focus there. All right, there we go. So we have these flight guards on the stem, and is that a hair? What the heck's going on? I guess that's my dog's hair. But yeah, so they got the flight guards here, and I think that would come in more handy with a standard shaped flight. Of course, with these tiny flights, you're not really banging up the undersides of the flight there. And if you do, it's nice to see that. You see that shiny, that's the reinforced edge there. They also have a reinforced edge on the top. So nice feature there. I think they're going to hold up really well. Now, as far as this shell lock, let's see if I can yank these apart. They come apart hard, but you put the shell lock in the middle of the flight like that, and then you just push it in the stem, which is exceedingly hard to do on camera. So then you just push it on there. Now, what that does is hopefully prevents Robin Hoods. So you're not going to Robin Hood the back of your stem, which I think that's a great feature there. I suppose you could do it if your points were ridiculously sharp, but I think a Robin Hood with these things is just going to be incredibly rare. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Now, for those of you that are curious, let's weigh these things up. So you know that I've been throwing with my Cosmo Fit Flight Pro setup with a carbon stem. I'm kind of curious to know what these things weigh. They actually, the new L-Style stuff felt really light when I was putting it together. So let's see what this weighs. All right, so the Cosmo, come on scale, Cosmo with a number 3 stem and the Fit Flight Pro V1s, 1.34 grams. And the L-Style with the bullets, Wow, all right, so 1.33 grams. So pretty much identical there, right? Wow, all right, so that's good news. Nothing to throw off the balance of these 11.3 gram Frankensteins. So yeah, let's get these things on the board and see how they throw. I'm really curious, and I'm looking forward to this one. So here we go. Alrighty, let's have a few throws with the L-style bullet shaped flights. Just really laid back, a couple turns here, nothing serious at all. It's just a flight demo. It's not like I'm doing a dart review, so I probably won't put the average overhead. I'll just be throwing at random targets, kind of talking the whole time as I normally do. But yeah, just a bit of fun here. And I have these attached to the 11.3 gram Frankensteins, as you saw. Completely wild dart with a 66 millimeter long points. But hey, if it works, it works. I've been using these for, I don't know, a couple months now with good results. So I'll stick with it. But as far as the flights go, I would say that these are about 95% identical to the Cosmo setup that I've been using for, I've been using Cosmo for years now. So they're flying almost identical. And the reason I say almost is because I think these flights are slightly larger. Oh, well, yeah. But yeah, I think these flights are slightly larger, and therefore they have a little bit more lift. So it seems like I don't have to throw them as hard, or if I throw them light, they still maintain their altitude, or they don't dip low. So let me throw one gentle here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, they go good, dead straight. Again, I can't see that point until I walk up on there. It looked like a treble 7 to me. That was a 57. But yeah, as far as the flights, like I said, we're warming up, I don't know, 5 minutes. Everything is staying tight. The stems aren't loosening. They don't have O-rings, by the way, so everything's staying nice and tight. No rattles or anything like that. Now, I'm not sure about the spinning variety, but then again, I wouldn't really recommend the spinning stems to anyone. Now, some of you probably just got offended because I said that, but I mean, I have to look to what the professionals are doing for the past 40 years. None of them have used spinning stems or flights or anything like that. So it just goes to prove that you do not need them in order to throw well. And I know how YouTube works. You're going to be like, well, Barney used them. So I think he was using them more or less to sell products than because they actually work. Anyway, back to these things. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments section what setup you guys use. I know there's a lot of people out there that use the L-style setup, and I think they're fairly priced as well. I really don't know what I paid for these. I ordered a bunch of other stuff, but I did pick these up at Darts Corner, and they have the discount Facebookers. I'll put it down in the pinned comment. Saves 7%, so I think that's about as cheap as you're going to get them at Darts Corner. So check them out down in the pinned comment. Huge variety of stuff. And if I do end up liking these, I think I'm going to go with the carbon stems. I really like the looks of those. And I think they're probably a little bit stronger than these polycarbonate ones. You know, and I wish companies could just make a normal nylon stem. Like Cosmo, I wish they did that. I mean, that's perfect for me. Oh, I can't see. Hey, is that in there? Oh, hey. Nice little 180 there. Hey, so if I end the video here, I guess I don't have to do the end, the whole boom thing. So let's do that. We'll call it a wrap right there. End on kind of a pre-boom and a boom. So there we go, guys. I will keep you updated in the upcoming months on what I think of these things, and hopefully they go a little better than the 8 flight system that I reviewed. They cracked after 2 weeks. Those things were garbage, but I think the L-style system is going to be awesome. Time will tell. So I guess that's it for the video, guys. Really happy with these so far, and I'll keep you updated. So until next time, guys, we'll see ya on the next video. Later.